I'm your co-host, Cadet Senior Airman Barron.
And Cadet Senior Airman Hetherington.
I'm Cadet Senior Airman Kimera.
And I'm Cadet Senior Airman Bates.
This is episode 8, which is crazy to say. Clearly, these are our guests, and we are so happy to have you guys today, so thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to be here.
Alright, so starting off, we have 18 days until homepass. And homepass is the break that we get for 5 days nearing the end of the cycle. It's like a little dip in the water back into like our, I guess, home lives, I suppose, because we spent the past couple months here. And so we're just gonna, it's kind of almost like acclimate us back, like for when we go back home, kind of. So how are you guys feeling about that?
Little nervous, definitely, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really happy that I get to see my family, of course, because I haven't seen them in like almost 5 months.
Yeah.
I'm very excited just to get a break from the academy. It's great and everything, and I love all the other gems, and I think I'm going to miss them a lot, but I'm also excited to get my own personal time.
Fair.
I'm excited to see my family. If you're watching this. But, yes.
I'm a little bit nervous. I already kind of shared some things with like the flight when we sat in a big circle and just bawled our eyes out and kind of shared. But I think that was like a really good day to kind of connect. For everyone, I feel like that was a time when everyone was engaged kind of in like everyone's lives, and even those who didn't share, they still were like engaged in the conversation, which I felt that was like a really positive thing for the flight to do, and I'm grateful that we did that. I'm definitely a little bit nervous, but I'm also really excited because I get to go home and hug my niece, and so that's something that I'm really looking forward to.
It's cute.
What do you guys think about mock interview?
Mock interview, that was a really great day. I thought I was going to do terrible, but I ended up doing like really good.
Yeah, I did amazing. Not to like toot my own horn, but I definitely would have gotten hired if they had a position, but that's not the point. I think that the little like job thing, what was it called?
Like the mock.
Job
The job fair.
The job fair was very cool.
My interviewer was named Jessica from BLM. Shout out to her. She was great. She gave me a lot of great tips for like a real interview, and I think I'll actually use that later on in life.
That's amazing.
I was interviewed by Seekins Gun Manufacturing, and I feel like I got a lot of good feedback from them. They said that the interview went really well, and that I was kind of natural at it. And one good tip that they gave me was that interviews are free. So interview like in as many for as many jobs as you can, like if that's something that you're interested in. And they said that you're probably gonna get more calls back than you think. But if you interview and like expand your options, you're gonna have a lot more to choose from. And I was like, that's so smart. I never even thought about it that way. And like the more you interview, the more you get to practice. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know what I'm doing when I go home. But I feel like I got a lot of good feedback from them, and so I'm grateful that we had the mock interview day.
That's great.
Yeah.
See, but I'm scared, like, if I were to get a call back from a lot of people, like, what would I say? Like, say, like, would I be like, no, I can't take the job, have another opportunity? Would that be good?
I mean, I guess that's something that you could also, like, research. Or if you ever get to, like, a chance to do another, like, mock interview, or if you know someone who's a manager of a store or a company or something, you could ask them, be like, hey, if you were to hire, or if wanting to hire someone, but they said that, like, they couldn't, what would, like, be a good response for you to give, or for, like, you yourself to give that person if you had to turn down that job offer because you accepted somewhere else, you know?
That's great. Yeah.
So that would be, like, good feedback to ask someone who's in that position, you know?
That's great advice.
All right, so along with mock interviews, this past week, we also had a lot of fun things going on. One of them was a dodgeball tournament. The male flights had their mentor day this past weekend, and so whoever was left back on campus because their mentors couldn't attend, we had a squadron-wide dodgeball tournament, and I thought that was really fun.
It was really fun.
What did you guys think of it? Because I know that all of you guys played.
I felt like, well, honestly, the boys did a lot of the work, and the girls were just kind of like filling in,
Yeah.
not getting out.
We were just bodies on the field, to be honest.
We did great, and my team got first, and so we got an extra minute of phone time, and that was great because I like talked to my mom. It was really fun. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. Everybody seemed scared of each other, because we didn't want to get in trouble for fraternization.
Definitely.
But otherwise, I think we majority of the teams work together very good.
What did you think about it?
Oh, I didn't want to get hit. Me and Kimera were on the same team, and we went to get debates at the end. And
Yeah,
I was lucky I wasn't on your team because Wes, he threw hard.
He throws hard. We were watching on the cameras, Tech Sergeant Spanner put it up on the TV, and we watched someone get pelted in the face.
Oh,
and he just collapsed on the floor. I was like terrified, but
There were a couple people that got smacked pretty hard, and I was like, ooh. It's like, I'm glad I'm not playing. I'll stay over here and be scorekeeper. Thank you very much. All right. So, in case you were wondering, we have a rubber chicken, but not just for fun. It's actually for a good reason. The GEMS flight was marching around practicing their marching. We didn't have our permanent leadership guidon or our flight chief, and so we had our element leaders, which are the leaders of the 4 rows that we have in the flight. We had them filling in while flight chief and guidon were gone. And actually I have to say the marching was pretty fun. I was talking to our tech sergeant about it, and I was like, it'd be really funny if the one cadet that had the chicken would squeak it instead of calling cadence. And so Tech Sergeant was like, that is a great idea. And that is exactly what we did. Do you guys want to?
okay. So start calling cadence, please.
Left, left, right, left, right.
Exactly that.
When this went on for a good 20 minutes, I would say, and it was just that one cadet just squeaking the chicken every time. And then when you came back out and we had that surprise for you, I saw your face and I was like,
Yeah.
Barry who?
But Nelson was cracking up pretty good.
Nelson was. She has great bearing.
Nelson probably has the best bearing in our flight, and we've seen her on here a couple times actually, and she lost it. She could not keep it together.
It was driving her nuts. It was.
Oh yeah, yeah. But no, I think it was really fun, and I think I almost feel like the flight was more motivated to march, just because it was like something that was funny, and so I'm almost thinking of like maybe suggesting to Tech Sergeant sometimes that if we have that free time, maybe we could find something to maybe engage the flight in marching.
Yeah.
For monkey drills?
Yeah, and we were even talking about it. So monkey drills is when we come up with our own, I guess, like marching movements or facing movements, as long as they're still kind of professional, but they're like our own. Tech Sergeant threw in the idea of maybe adding in the chicken or something funny like that, and I was like, that's a great idea. So I think it's good that we're kind of topping off this cycle with like some fun memories and experiences, you know?
And how'd you guys like the team builder that we did today? The human blocks.
Oh my gosh.
Or the human push-ups.
I think
human
I'm
push-ups.
I think
We-
I might
yeah,
have
it's-
bruises on
Yeah.
my elbows from that. It was really hard, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, I think it was how hard it was that kind of made it a little more fun because it wasn't
Mhm.
too easy, but it was still challenging, you know?
Yeah. And so if you're kind of wondering what we're talking about, we did a team builder where everyone got in the front-leaning rest, which is basically the push-up position, and we all laid down on our stomachs. And so there was one person that had their legs on the like shoulder blades of the person behind them, and so everyone kind of created like a chain, and they had to all push up together. But it was something that you guys really struggled with. I wasn't able
This
to
is the
do
legs. And then this is someone's back, and then they would lay down, push up, push up, and then they would go like in
And then they would everyone and then you would be in the push-up position.
Yeah, it was quite a challenge, and that was quite the demonstration. Thank you. But no, I think that was definitely challenging. That was one of the more challenging team builders that we've done.
Especially with the human knot. Oh my gosh.
Ah.
If you guys with everyone screaming, no one would know what to do. But like in a group that like everyone's calm, cool, collected, and we're taking turns talking, it's way easier to get out of the knot.
Because I feel like in me and Kimera's group, it's kind of bad.
I'm sorry, I had to switch out of that.
Yeah, it was hard because everybody wanted to be leadership in a way, which kind of made it difficult. But I think that a really good part about the human knot team builder was that it really teaches you that you need to give everybody a chance to give in their input to be able to get out of tough situations.
Yeah. And the human knot is when roughly like a group of 10-ish people. They all reach in like the same hand, I guess. So like everyone would say right arm up, and then you all put in your right hands and you like grasp hands with someone that's across from you, but it can't be someone that's like directly next to you. And then you would do that with the second hand, and you have to figure out how to untangle yourselves until you're in one perfect circle. I still think that it's a lot of the team builders that we do are really challenging, but also beneficial in some way, even if not everyone participates, because there's always those 1 or 2 cadets just not having a great day. But I think it's pretty beneficial for the fight, especially this late in the cycle. The more team builders that we do, I think more people are willing to participate than there were before.
What do you guys think about the team builder? I mean, the STCs.
The STCs were great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we went to help set up a Renaissance fair, and we got cookies and pizza and hot chocolate. But it started to rain. But before that, it was really fun. We got to talk to a lot of people and meet a lot of different people in Moscow.
Yeah, they were funny.
I love Moscow. It's so pretty. It's so green. Oh my gosh, I love that. I want to go back there.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do you guys have anything to say?
So shout outs.
I guess to top it off, any shout outs?
You first.
Shout out to my mom, Jane Nampija, and my little sister, Thelma Jane, and my little brother, Toza Kimera. Thank you guys all for supporting me through this academy. And I'm so excited to see you guys on homepass and after commencement.
Big shout out to my mom, my dad, my little sister Evangeline, and my cousin Gabe for always writing me letters and keeping up with me.
Oh man, shout out to everybody in my life who supported me and been there with me, like through all the teenager stuff. Just thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. I promise I'm improving.
Shout out to Marco, Charlotito, and Sofia, my mom, my tío, Dominic, Jess, Louie, Ezra, Jade, Randy, Jess, and everybody. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. And text on your rich.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.
Bye.